Hey, your YouTube. Alrighty, so we're on Friday evening, Friday the 26th of September. My, September's just run away with us, hasn't it? Veering away from Scraptember. There's a few more prompts on the list, but I don't think I've got enough time to finish it. So unfortunately, I don't know if I'll be doing any more of the Scraptember, but we'll see what happens. You know, say one thing, something else happens. So we'll see. Anyways, so tonight I thought what I'd work on is Grand's journal cover. Yay! Let's get this done. So let me just grab Grand's journal, which is getting very, very bulky. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so let's get on with this cover. I thought the best way to maybe do this is to turn this like this. I'm trying to keep my thing straight here for you guys. Oh, it is, yes, very, very bulky. I'm going to use some clips just to hold it in place while I'm busy. Okay, so I cut out loads and loads of those flowers, those cosmos. So I've got it in my new little boxy. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet, but we know that's going on there for sure. That is for sure. So Grant's pretty picture there. Do I want some of this? I don't know if I want it. I think the flowers are going to end up covering it mostly, so I don't think we'll do that. Yeah, so I'm just going to randomly grab a couple of these flowers. Well, we'll see how it goes. I did play around with putting some on top, but yeah, it was getting a bit out of control. So I was thinking maybe what I should do is just kind of place them. Oh, there's so many flowers. Just start placing them sort of underneath the cover a little bit. I think that's what I'm going to go for. So I wanted to try and find some of the bigger flowers and kind of place them there and see how this is going to work. I doubt that the flower is going to end up in the same spaces again, as this does happen. Big ones. Here we go. Here's something like this. Gosh, I wish you guys were here to say, yes, that looks great. Or, no, don't do that. But I think I've got it. A nice big purple one. I have very many big purple ones. There were more the pink ones. They were the bigger ones. I still want that pretty lace showing, so I think I should start with those and take it from there. I'm going to use PVA glue. I think that's what I shall use this evening to start sticking these down. It's very bulky to work with, so let me see what happens if I turn everything this way. Everything. Let me check. Can you still see what I'm doing? Yes. Looks good. I'm going to go for it. Alright, so let's play. Why not? Let's play. Yeah. Shout outs to all of you. That's my shout outs tonight. Shout outs and shout outs. All 91 of you. 92? Oh yes, I remember when I recorded the other day, before I checked I had 91 and I was like, woohoo, 91. Now I've got 92, so hi new person. Yeah, very exciting. We're growing. I'm wondering if I should maybe actually use my stronger glue. I'm just thinking, because this is quite shiny. Mind you, it seems to be sticking. Okay, well, we'll go with it then and hope for the best, right? So yeah, had a lovely brunch with my bestie Morgs today. We went to the nursery, the flower nursery, you know, flower shop, gardening shop. And we had some brunch at the coffee shop there. It was really nice. He walks around a bit. Yeah, I'm just caught up, so it was really lovely. And like I said, tomorrow I've got a private class that I'm going to be teaching, some mandala dot art. I shall be doing that tomorrow. Let's see if I can find another biggish one. Maybe this one. I want to try and tuck that under there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's tuck that under there. I've tried to sort out my desk, but I don't know if it's any better. So I was feeling a bit like, I feel stuck creatively a little bit. And I think it's just because I don't have much order going on here. You know, sometimes they say the state of the things around you kind of reflects on your mental state. And yeah, I guess sometimes that's true. But yeah, I have tried to sort out a little bit to feel a little bit better. But I still feel it's very chaotic. Did kind of tidy up my desk organizer a little bit. But also with all the new stuff, I've just kind of shoved it in places, which isn't the best of things to do. But anyways, this too shall pass. I really hope these are actually sticking. This one, let's do this one. I just really hope this PVA is going to work and stick, because my gut is telling me I should have gone with the B6000. But nonetheless, here we are. We are gluing with the PVA, which doesn't want to work. Take my glue pin thingy dangle. Let's try that. Seems to be a little bit blocked. There we go. Let's see if that works. There we go. So yeah, just also a quick shout out to Tammy from tomorrow's, sorry Tammy, I can't remember. Tammy, who shares a birthday with me. Tammy, I hope you had a wonderful birthday. I sure have. Still celebrating, so that's great. Yeah, and to Maggie, I hope you okay and not feeling too sick. And Debs, you've been quiet again. Where are you? What have you been up to? I hope that you all are okay. Well, every single one of you. Yeah, let's go like that. Sorry guys, this might be a little bit boring, but I thought, let me put up something, because you know, with all the celebrating, I haven't had much time to be crafty, and quite a few people are very intrigued with me getting on with this, so I figured let me spend some time with you, my crafting buddies, and let's work on this together, because like I said, I'm bringing you along on this journey. There we go. Let's put this one in there. So I'm only half gluing them because that still gives me the ability to tuck underneath if I want to. Come on now. There we go. I think that's looking great. I think I'm happy. Alrighty, let's poke some small ones in there as well. Let's see if I can squeeze that little one in there somehow. I don't want to cover the eyelet, so Let's do that. There we go. I'm sure that can work over there. I'm trying to spread out the colors a little bit because, you know, cosmos come in such a variety of colors. Pinks and purples and whites and like these sort of maroony type things. Let's stick you in there. Why not? Yeah, let's do that. Let's pick out another one. I'm just kind of going with it, guys. Oh, I found, I can't remember who mentioned it now. One of my besties, my crafting besties, they mentioned, it'll come to me, Joey Card Maker. Oh my gosh, so super impressed to see a guy doing such lovely things. You know, this is very much like a girl type thing, so it was just so nice to have a guy doing these things, and he makes the most amazing digitals. So super blown away with Joey. I'll link his handle in the description so you can go check him out. And yeah, so that was very interesting. I've only watched 3 of his videos, but quite an amazing talent there. I don't know where I want to put you. Where do you want to go? Shall we slip you in there somehow? I don't want to cover this one too much, so let's stick you in there for now. That should be fine. Oh, how about that one? That one's really pretty. If I can grab my glue again. I'm so busy looking at this that I can't find my glue in my hand. Yeah, I just kind of want the flowers to frame the frame. Right? Frame the frame. I think I've cut way too many flowers, but it's all good. They're at least cut for another project. So there'll be flowers for days. Too much purple. Let's go for another pinky color somewhere. We do a bright pink one. I've got this one here as well. Do we stick that one in there? No. Let's have a dig around in the box a little bit more. See what's going to stand out. Auditioning the pieces. Why don't we? Let's audition pieces. Oh, that one's quite pretty. I think it's too close to that other colour. Yeah, I'm going to go for that one. So yeah, sorry, this video might be a bit boring, but like I said, I am bringing you along on this journey and just having some crafting time and having some fun, because we can. I really want to try and stick something in there too. Maybe a bit of more of a purple one. Yeah, here's an itty bitty purple one, which I'm sure can step in there. Yes, I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. So yeah, I keep saying this, there's still a lot of work to do on this journal. But we shall get there. I want to see if there's another like light pinkish one, a small one. How about this one? No. Yeah, so I think, like I said, in October, what I'll do is I'll pull out some of my dies, and why don't we do some die cut projects. We can do die cut projects and try and get this journal a bit more full. Let's see if I can slide it there, because now I have glued, it's glued. I don't really want to. Okay, you know what? That's not going to work there. I think this one might be too bright to go there. Now I'm going to leave this side now. I think that is more than enough there. Let's see, that one's the same as that one. What happens if we do like a very light purple in there? I think that can work. Yeah, I think die cut projects should be good. Got lots of little like pockety things and what's. So I think to fold this up a lot more, we can do die cut projects, because I raised about half of my die cuts I haven't used, not even once. I know my one box of die cuts, I've got them in like little bags. The one bag, I at least die cut them at least once, so just to see what they came out like. Guys, what do you think? Give me a comment, because you can't answer me now. I wish you could. And squeeze in there. I like this pink though. Let's see if we can squeeze that pink one in there. There we go. I'm trying to catch up on so many YouTube videos at the moment, because obviously I haven't really been on my phone much over the past few days, but I'm still trying to keep up with everybody and all of your lovely videos. There's some new people that I'm following as well that I want to try and catch up on a bit. That can be quite cute down there. I think that will look lovely. Let's squeeze you in there. Nice. Very nice. I'm loving this. I think this is coming along so nicely. Let's see if I can find a smaller one to kind of squeeze in here. Really would like to squeeze something in there. Maybe if I just keep turning it. I obviously don't want it hanging off the edge of the journal. Yep, that can work. Let's see if I can kind of lift it. It's just kind of occurred to me that I'm going to have to stick the edges down on all of these. Right. Smart. Let's see what else we can put there. How about a pretty pink one? Ooh, yes, I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. I'm just really hoping that this glue is going to work. It seems to be, but you never know. Until you've tried. What next? No. There's this really pretty purple, light purple one. Let's see if we can just keep turning it. See if we can kind of squish it in there without it going over. No. That one would seem too big. This one I think is very close to those other colors. Maybe we have another lighter one. Oh, a very dark one. Oh, that one's pretty. Let's see. Sure, that's very close. Let's try and smush it in there. Oops. There goes my alarm. I think I'm definitely going to have to go in there and put some extra glue down. It's got a space there now. Ooh, that one fits in there perfectly, but it's very close to that one. Let's see. Come on, find me another small one, please. It's very bright. That one's almost the same color as the other one. Those purples are just too close in color. Oh, I've used a fair amount of these. I really didn't think I was going to use so many. Oh, that one's covering that one. That doesn't work. Let me get this box a bit closer to me. I think so far this is the one. Even this one. Let's see. I know they're very close in color, but that one just wants to go there, doesn't it? You know, I also thought about inking the edges on these. Gee, that would have really taken some time. So I didn't. But the thought did cross my mind. But after cutting them out, my hands were so sore again. That's like, I don't think we'll be inking all of these. Okay, I think that should do it. I think that will be lovely. All right, let's go for the strong glue. Let's do this. We're doing it. We are putting this down. Sorry if I'm a little bit off screen now. I do try and set up my table so I remember where exactly my camera is. And try and stay within that space, but that doesn't always, it's not always like that, you know. You go back to editing and you're like, oh my gosh, so off screen. Okay, I'm putting down a lot of this glue because I don't want this frame to go anywhere. Ooh. Let's close that up. Let's do it. Here we go. Heavy concentration. And there you have it. Now I feel like I need to put something heavy on top of that to let it kind of tack on. I think that's it, guys. The cover is done. Obviously I'll come back just now and just glue some of these down a little bit more, but I shall do that off screen. Just don't know if it's straight. No, it's not straight on for me. Let me turn it again. Yeah, I think that will do. I think it needs something heavy on top of it. Oh, I don't know where my words are. Just closing up my glue again. Alright, there we go. There you have it. Grand's journal cover is finally done-ish. I'm going to stick this little boxy on top of there. Might not be heavy enough. Might have to take this little box as well. Do that. There we go. I've already started filling the doors a little bit. So fun stuff in there. Okay, everybody. Well, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Remember to fill your cup and do what you need to do for you. And take care. God bless. Thank you so much for watching. See you again next time. Bye for now.